Rashford getting injured as well hasn't helped. But listen, they've only got themselves to blame. They had the whole summer to go and try and strengthen this squad. Now look at that side and you just think, really? One of the richest clubs in the world, and have had time and knew of the deficiencies within that squad, and this is where they are? I mean, it's a side that, and I'll say it again, it's a side that has injuries at the moment, but that being apart, it is nothing more than a top 6 Premier League side at the moment. As I mentioned, for the Liverpool fans, this United side are an afterthought.
No Pogba, no Martial, and you're saying that this team isn't very good. How then can we judge the work of an Ole Gunnar Solskjaer if we're saying his team isn't as good as the other teams in the top 6?
Well, you know, at the end of the day...
Don't you either have to acknowledge the team is bad or cut them some slack?
Well, I think both. There's a problem, you know, at United, they don't have the best manager they could have got because they rushed into the Solskjaer decision and then the wheels fell off. They can get a better manager for the clout they've got. 2, the ownership is, in terms of a football sense, is a bit of a mess. It might be making money on the business front, but from a football point of view, it's not good for the fans. And 3, the structure, which they're trying to change, but it's all a bit too late. While everybody's running away, the horse is already bolted. So it's a little bit of everything from Man United. Not good enough playing squad, not good enough structure behind the scenes, and I think a manager who's not good enough to be managing at that level of club. And when you put all that in the melting pot, that's allowing the other clubs, particularly the 2 I mentioned, in Man City and Liverpool, to run away.
Jules, Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, how hot is that hot seat?
I was at the game today and I thought it was embarrassing. I thought it was an embarrassment for Manchester United, especially in the first half where there was nothing in that game. There was absolutely nothing. They didn't do anything. I mean, it was really bad, I thought. And I don't think that West Ham were much better, to be fair, but at least they had a moment of brilliance with the 1-2 between Yarmolenko and Felipe Anderson, and Yarmolenko took that goal well, and then Cresswell in the second half. But I thought United's performance was one of the worst I've seen from them in a very, very long time. And Jose Mourinho on British television said that in the first half, pretty much everything was missing for United. And I think he was spot on. And pretty much everything was missing in the second half as well. And they certainly are worse now than they were under him last year and before that as well. I thought it was real low. And the game that the team that finished the match, once Solskjaer made the substitution with Gomez, with Lingard, was just so bad. I mean, one of the worst team again that a United manager could have put on the page. So it's not just Ole Gunnar Solskjaer's fault. I agree with Greg. The planning has been terrible. How can you let 2 of your midfielders go in the summer, not replacing them? How can you let 2 of your forwards go, not replacing them, and then expect any manager in the world to try to do a good job with that kind of squad? And then when on top of that you've got injuries with no Pogba, no Martial, and on top of things no Rashford for the last 35 minutes of the game, it gets even harder. I don't know where this United team is going. I don't know where the club is heading. I think this week they're going to announce their quarterly revenue or something like that, and surely that's going to be great again. But on the pitch, it's a really, really bad patch at the moment, and I can't see the end of the tunnel for them, unfortunately.
Well, thank you very much for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming, premium content, and let's not forget as well, ESPNFC 7 days a week. Subscribe to ESPN+.